Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to our social studies. Coming to the last topic, we discussed about the lesson rain and rivers. Okay, this is rain is a part 1 and rivers is a part 2. In a part 1, we discussed how the rains will occur. What is meant by evaporation? Okay, I told the story of Pranavi also. What is meant by evaporation? If the water changes into water vapor by heating is called evaporation. I told you about the story of Pranavi. Pranavi kept a hot water in a dish over a fire. When the heat is increasing, the water changes into water vapor and touches the lid of the bowl. By the outside air, again the water vapor cools and forms water droplets. When the lid was taken, again the water falls on the bowl only. Okay? Evaporation means water changes into water vapor is called evaporation. And what is meant by condensation? Reverse. Water vapor changes into water by cooling is called condensation. Already I told in our Earth's surface almost we have 71% of water and 29% of land. The color of the water is blue. That is why our Earth is called blue planet. And I told about the planets also. Next, of the 71% of water, 97.25% we have the salt water only, which are present in the oceans. We have a limited fresh water, which are present in the Arctic and Antarctic, and in our rivers, tube wells, etc. And I told about the formation of the clouds also. And evaporation, and I told about the evaporation takes place in all the water bodies which are present in our earth. Evaporation takes place from lakes, rivers, ponds, oceans. Evaporation also takes place from soil, plants, trees. If you keep plate of water outside also, little bit evaporation was take place. Coming to the next formation of the clouds. Clouds, when water vapor rises above the clouds, it will become cool. Why? Because as we go height, the temperature will be decreases. Similarly, when the water vapor goes upside, it will become cooler and forms tiny droplets. These tiny small droplets combines with the dust and smoke which are present in the air, and the size of the clouds will increase. Small drops combine to form clouds. As the clouds goes up, it will become cooler and cooler. At last it is very difficult to be present in the air. By increasing of the weight, the rain begins. This is about the formation of the clouds. Next we will discuss about the water cycle. The process of water evaporating from seas, forming clouds in the sky coming down as rain, being down the slopes. In the form of rivers, and finally joining the sea is called water cycle. The process of water evaporating from seas. Okay, the water is evaporating from the seas. The water changes into water vapor from seas, forming clouds in the sky. Coming down as the rains, again flowing down the slopes in the form of rivers, and finally joining the sea is called water cycle. This is about the water cycle. Again reversing. Okay. Again the water which were taken from seas, again forming clouds, again raining, again the rainwater flowing towards the rivers and joining the sea. This is called the water cycle. Precipitation means different forms of condensation, different forms of condensation of water vapor is known as precipitation. Okay, different forms of condensation. Water vapor changes into water and falls the rainfall of water vapor is known as precipitation. Okay, we have different forms of rainfall. In some region we can see dew. In some region we can see fog. I will show the picture. We can see the picture. In some region we can see the snow. In some region we can see the rainfall. Okay, this is about the precipitation. Different forms of condensation means water vapor changes into water. Of water vapor is known as precipitation. Falling of rainfall is called precipitation. Snow also precipitation, fog, dew, etc. also types of precipitation. Told about the evaporation, condensation, water cycle, precipitation. Coming to the next one, humidity. Okay, the humidity means the amount of invisible water vapors present in atmosphere is known as humidity. This is about the humidity. The amount of invisible water vapors present in the atmosphere is known as humidity. You can feel when the temperature and humidity, the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere is more, we feel uncomfortable. Okay, the temperature is cool, but the sweat is coming out of the body, but the sweat is not going very quickly. We feel uncomfortable at that moment. That moment is called the humidity. The amount of invisible water vapor present in the atmosphere is known as humidity. When the temperature and the humidity increases, then we feel uncomfortable because the temperature is cool, but the sweat is coming out of the body and that does not evaporate quickly. Okay, this is about the humidity. Winds and clouds. Okay, I already told evaporation takes place in all water bodies in our earth surface, but the maximum evaporation takes place in the ocean. Very, very important. In oceans, maximum evaporation takes place. The maximum evaporation takes place. I already told you have 5 oceans: Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Antarctic Ocean. Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean, while the Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean. We have oceans up to thousands of kilometers. Okay, there is a maximum evaporation takes place in the oceans, and maximum rainfall also falls in the oceans only. Okay, maximum rainfall also falls in oceans only. Maximum evaporation also takes place in the oceans only. Since clouds also traveling from thousands of kilometers to give rain to us. The winds which are coming from the Arabian Sea, we have Arabian Sea in the west side of India, and the Bay of Bengal in the east of India. The winds which are coming from the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, and they transport the clouds from one place to another place. These two winds transport the clouds from one place to another place. That winds is we can call monsoon winds. Monsoon winds. Okay, the winds which blow from the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal to transport the clouds from one place to another place, that winds are called monsoon winds. We have the monsoon winds, southwest monsoon, southwest monsoon, and northeast monsoon. Okay, we can call southwest. Southwest is a direction. From that direction, the winds will blow. That is why we can call that winds as a southwest monsoon. These winds blow in summer, October, after the completion of southwest monsoon. In October and November, this causes somewhat rainfall in our region. That winds we can call northeast monsoon. The winds coming reverse, that is why we can call retreating monsoon. Northeast monsoon also called retreating monsoons. After the October, towards the Bay of Bengal of the southwest. That winds is called northeast monsoon. We can see in the October and November there will be a somewhat rain in our Telangana region due to northeast monsoon, also called retreating monsoon. Okay, monsoon blow towards the winds blow from the Arabian Sea and also from the Bay of Bengal. The southwest monsoon bring a normal rainfall to our Telangana. Normal rainfall to Telangana state. The Telangana north and east receives more rainfall. Mahabub Nagar receives less rainfall. Okay, this is about the topic of winds and clouds. In the oceans, maximum evaporation takes place in the oceans, and maximum rainfall also falls in the oceans, forming the clouds and traveling thousands of kilometers because of the winds. The winds blow from the Arabian Sea as well as from the Bay of Bengal and transport the rain clouds, which are called monsoons. Monsoon is divided into two types: southwest monsoon, which blow after the summer, and northeast monsoon. We can see in the after the October and November. Okay, southwest monsoon we can see after this summer, between June to September. We can see the southwest monsoon. In southwest monsoon, Telangana receives a normal rainfall. Most of the Telangana region receive less rainfall, but in north and in east region receives heavy rainfall in Telangana, but in Mahabubnagar receives less rainfall. Coming to the northeast monsoon. The direction of the winds reverts after the October toward the southwest of Bay of Bengal. That winds is called northeast monsoon. It is also called retreating monsoons. To October. From May to October, we can see a number of cyclones in our Bay of Bengal. These cyclones will bring rain to our region. Depends on the intensity of the clouds. Direction of the cyclone after crossing of the coast. Coast means the sea coast, near to the sea. Monsoon and cyclones together combines and gives more rainfall. Which is about the cyclones. From May to October, cyclones in the Bay of Bengal will give the rains to our region, but it depends on the intensity of the cyclones after crossing the sea coast. This is about the rain given by the cyclones. Okay, this is about the topic about the winds, clouds. I told about the from ocean, maximum evaporation takes place. Again, maximum rainfall also falls in the oceans, and clouds have travel thousands of kilometers. And about from the winds I told, the winds which are blow from the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal and transport the rain clouds is called monsoon winds. Monsoon winds are classified in two types: southwest monsoon, northeast monsoon. In southwest monsoon, mid-June to June 15 to September, after the summer. Okay. In southwest monsoon, Telangana receives normal rainfall, but in Telangana north and Telangana east we receive heavy rainfall, but in Mahabubnagar district receives less rainfall. Coming to the northeast monsoon, which after the reversal of the winds from the October towards the Bay of Bengal of southwest, this causes very little rains in October and November in Telangana region. This is also called retreating monsoon. From May to October, the cyclones will blow in the Bay of Bengal, will give the rains to our region. Depends on the intensity of the cyclones after crossing the sea coast. Okay, these are the keywords which I have told today. Evaporation, water changes into water vapor is called evaporation, and condensation, water vapor changes into water by cooling is called condensation. And told about the water cycle, water evaporates from the ocean towards the sky and forming the clouds. Again the rain falls, and whatever the rain falls, it will flowing toward the slope of the rivers, and the rivers will flow to the sea. Again the evaporation takes place, again the rain falls, again the water goes to the sea. That is called water cycle. Precipitation. Different types of condensation is called precipitation. I told you dew, fog, rainfall. These are the types of precipitations. Now next, humidity. Invisible water vapor which are present in the atmosphere is called humidity. When the temperature and humidity rises, we feel uncomfortable. The temperature is cool, but the sweat is coming out of the body. It does not evaporate very quickly. We feel uncomfortable. That is called humidity. Next, I told about the winds and clouds. What about the winds? Okay, the maximum evaporation and rainfall occurs in the oceans. We have thousands of kilometers. We have the oceans, and already told we have 5 oceans. Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean, while Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean. And the winds blow from the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal to transport the rain clouds is called monsoon winds. Monsoon winds is classified in 2 types, southwest monsoon and northeast monsoon. Southwest monsoon from June to September we have the southwest monsoon. In southwest monsoon, Telangana receives less rainfall, but Telangana north and east receives heavy rainfall and Mahabubnagar receives less rainfall. But most of Telangana plateau receives less rainfall. Next, from May to October, the cyclones will blow in the Bay of Bengal, which are present in the India east side. Use rainfall to our region. That depends on the intensity of the cyclone and the direction of the cyclone after crossing the sea coast. And from October and November, direction of the winds reverse. After October, it blows towards the southwest. This causes a little rainfall in October and November in our Telangana region. That is called northeast monsoon, also called retreating monsoon. So this is about the total topic. Hope you understood very well. Thank you.